I'm not usually inclined. Oh, hi. Hi. Welcome to another episode of The Well-Appointed Mystic. My name is Anna, and today I thought I would do something that I don't normally do, which is to do a sort of an unboxing, so to speak. I have not actually, I took everything out of the box because I am not one of those people who enjoys the ASMR of people rattling cellophane and packaging. But I'm delighted to see people's sort of initial reactions to things. So this is a half unboxing of the new Heartwood tarot from Three Trees Tarot, created by Stephanie Burrows with illustration by Adam Ohlers. And I am super excited about this. As I am married to someone who does letterpress printing, I first want to admire the absolutely gorgeous packaging. The box is lovely. I know not everyone loves a tuck box, but the bonus here is that if you don't like this box, it is pretty much 100% recyclable. So just chuck it in the bin. It's totally fine. The box came with a lovely, I can't talk today, thank you card, including this cute little dragon card and some stickers, which I'm so excited about. There's our little Heartwood mouse. He's so sweet. And a bunny, and just, oh, look at him with his little sword and shield. So very excited. I'm delighted. I did a pre-order, even though I probably shouldn't have, because I'm a girl on a budget, but was just delighted that these became available, and I just was like, you know what, I'm just doing it. I will regret it later. So it comes with a little certificate of authenticity. I have deck number 260, which I think is very sweet, that they go through the trouble to do that. I know that it's been a big problem. There's a lovely little note that's included, and I will let you read your own. This is a, feeling stuck and uncertain about what's ahead, wondering which path to take? Simply flip this over, scratch the foil seal, and reveal a simple yes or no answer. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a couple other little cards, sort of just promotional cards, another sticker. So, and this is Discovery, Home, and Unease. So, I've been so excited about this deck coming out that I went back and reread Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim, which was one of my favorite children's books. And I am definitely interested if anyone has a recommendation for any other, like I haven't ever read is it the Borrowers, which I think is another sort of mouse tale, pun intended, I guess. So if you have any recommendations for children, like mousy children's stories, I did read Tales of Despero, which I also, so clearly I like mice. I always rescue them. My cats always try to kill them, and I always rescue them and take them back outside, and hopefully they live a safe and comfortable life. And speaking of my little cat devils, they are encroaching on my space right now. Get. See, cat feet everywhere. So the deck includes a couple, you are not sneaky. Hold please while I rid us. Ugh. Take two. So the deck includes quick reference guides for all of the cards. It does not include a guidebook. There's a couple blank cards and a thank you card. These little ones that are blank on the back I use as bookmarks. I have a couple of their other decks, and it makes me really happy when I find this tucked in a book. So these are sort of the extra cards. We're going to set those over there and flip these over and take a look. So I know that there's a whole story here, and I will flip through them as quickly as possible so as not to belabor anything or talk out of my ass, which is entirely possible. But so it looks like this little mouse is headed to an adventure towards this house, which could be both safe and dangerous. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. So the magician is shown as this bunny, which when you think of like the pulling a rabbit out of a magician's hat seems appropriate. And our little mouse friend sitting, watching. Is the bunny, is the rabbit have all that power, or just pretending? So the high priestess. And there's our, from what I understand from other videos and different people talking, the mouse will appear in all of the cards. So sometimes you kind of have to find where our little mouse fool is in relation to the other characters. So it looks like, kind of looks like a blue jay, but I'm not sure specifically. So just looking at these cards, my impression here, like with the broken glass, is that this house is abandoned, the house that the mouse started off in. While it has light on inside, it may not, the wallpaper is peeling, the windows are broken, that it may be nature has taken over this house. I mean, here's the wolf on the stairs, there's leaves, dry leaves. So I'm definitely at this point leaning into sort of the storytelling aspect. The mouse looking out the window and the moth with the key. I think it's interesting to picture a moth as the Hierophant, but it doesn't seem like a stretch. The lovers being the figures on this painting. Oh, there's multiple lovers in here looking at the reflection, surrounded by poppies. The chariot being this horse facing the snake, and maybe potentially also in the barn. It looks like it's traveling in the same sort of direction. The hermit finding a little place to hide. This does remind me of what little I know about the borrowers. The passing of time with Wheel of Fortune. And Justice, this beautiful owl. The illustration style is just so magnificent. I love that the owl looks like he's wearing sort of a ruffled collar made out of books. The hanged mouse, head first into the bottle. And death. Sad but beautiful. And temperance. I like that the cups are here on the card, while this might be like the rain coming in and needing to find that balance. There's multiple devil cards too. So I guess I'm going to have to decide which ones I want to keep. So this one, the figures almost look like they're coming out of the paintings, sort of tempting the mouse. And this one, the mouse looks like it got into the bubbly. So the tower, just that lightning. Star, and in this case the star looks like it's on a string, like it was a Christmas ornament or a decoration of some sort. The moon shining in on this little figure. The sun, a warm cup of tea. It brightens anyone's day, right? And judgment, again with the mirror, like in the lovers, the extra lovers card. I do think that that's a good expression for judgment. Oftentimes it's our own reflection. And then the world. He's asleep on the wreath. And there's the lemniscate. So then there's a couple other cards in here. We have unease, discovery, tend, surprise, home. So I'm not quite sure how I'll integrate these into the deck, whether I'll use them separately or keep them in here. I'm not sure. So this is unease. So seeing a statue or something of a mouse, creating a little disquietude, discovery, finding a gem inside of a container. Tend. I'm curious about the tend, and I'm wondering if the cards that were included here have more details. Yes. So there's some information here. So if we find the one that says tend, let's see. Okay. Okay, there's the discovery one. Clearly it's the last one I'm going to pick up. Nope, that's not it. Is it in here? Maybe I didn't get one. Or did I just not see it? Huh, okay. Maybe I only got 3. Because I'm curious about the tend image, since it's this little snail with a candle almost burned out. So it's maybe suggesting, you know, that whole like burning the candle all the way down, and maybe it's time to tend to our needs, our personal needs, that kind of thing. So I don't have a card for home or for surprise. So if anybody got those, I do have, I have the home one. And it says, our fool finds welcomed respite on the roof of a miniature doll's house, mirroring that of their own cottage. The serene ambiance lulls them into a peaceful slumber as they melt into the warm hug from the little house. The mouse seems so at home, finding solace in the uncanny familiarity of their snuggly surroundings. So interesting. Okay, so there's 5 of these extra cards, and then we get into the actual minor arcana suits. So we have the Ace of Cups, the 2. So this is the first one where I'm actually wondering if you do actually see the mouse in each of the minor arcana, and I'm not seeing him here. The 3 of Cups, the birds in the fountain. So maybe you only see the mouse in all of the majors. The 4 of Cups. So maybe this gets more into some of the characters. Like this looks like the wolf that was at the very beginning of the deck as the Emperor. The 5 of Cups. This artwork is just so amazing. The ability to tell a story with these images is just so striking. The 8 of Cups. The 9. Oh, the 9 of Cups. I was like wondering where the cups were, and they're around the, what do you call that? The horn, the speaker of the gramophone. So then we have the 10. It gets the rainbow in there, but it's very, very subtle. The page, the frog with a fish. This Knight of Cups is really interesting. The Queen. And the King. And then we have their pentacles. So again, it looks like the mouse is in each of the aces. I see the mouse again in the 3. The 6. This is an interesting way to tell this particular story. The 7. It's a very busy squirrel. 9. And the 10. I know that they do offer a downloadable PDF guidebook, which I'm assuming will have a little bit more detail for each of these cards. I will hopefully dig into that soon. I'll probably have to go hunt that down to download it. So now we're in the aces, or in the swords. Wow. Brain, please keep working. So here's the 2 of Swords. little spider. And this is an interesting way to do the Three of Swords. The bird looks like it's injured, but we don't have a bird stabbed repeatedly with swords, so I feel like that's progress for a lot of people. The Four of Swords. The swords are on this. The Five. Interesting. The Seven of Swords took that sword right into the picture. The Eight. I'm very curious. So these clouds look like they're hung from strings, and the rabbit has a pair of scissors around its neck to maybe clip those or hang them. I'm not sure. It's an interesting story. My instinct is to think that they're able to use their own power to sort of clip the sort of dark skies out, you know, take those down, move along. Nine of Swords. And the 10. The books say grief, sorrow, and despair. The Page. The Knight. The Queen. And the King. So now the last suit is the Wands. So we have our Ace, our Two of Wands, plotting their course, the 3, the 4, little celebratory cake, 5, the 6, the 8, the little bat. Oh, his wings are rough. He's been fighting, holding his own. The 10. And this is an interesting kind of knowing when to put down your burden. And then we have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and finally the King. So this is an absolutely gorgeous deck, and I do hope that you have a similar vibe from it. I just want to look at these cards really quick. These are just keywords for each of the cards, so it doesn't really go into detail about the stories. I think I will need to hunt down their guidebook and go that route to kind of find out more about the story that they're telling with these. But I'm delighted to have this deck and show you all. And I hope that if you were interested in this deck, you were able to pick up a copy in the pre-order, and if not, I'm sure that they will have more available on their website. I know they're shipping right now. My deck just came Monday? Yeah, it arrived on Monday, and I did not open it until I recorded this video. So I only opened it so far as to get it out of the plastic in the box, because I don't like those noises. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this deck, and I don't normally do flip throughs, but I figured I would do this because it is such a new deck, and I'm so excited about it, and I hope that you are too. So suppose at a future point I will try to do some deck pairings with it, although I'm sure that it will be the same deck pairings that everyone else picks out. So I might spare you from that. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye.